this is going to be the reading that won the poll. This is what will become of your connection. Now, before we get started, I want to go ahead and say this can be somewhat sensitive reading depending on your relationship and where you are in your connection. I do tend to get the more complex relationships in my reading. So just take into consideration that we don't know what's going to come out in the tarot. These are general readings, so only take the parts that resonate. Don't ever try to make anything fit into your story. If it's kind of not making sense to you, if it's not fitting, if you're having a hard time mentally trying to place it, just know that that message was meant for someone else. So just be sure that you're ready to hear whatever messages come through, especially if you're in a situation that is already something that's emotionally sensitive to you at this moment. So just keep that in mind. So 3 piles to choose from. So the first pile here is the Tarot of Curious Creatures, and then this is it's just a sword with the heart through it. So that's pile 1. So pile 2 is the Tarot, the Golden Wheel Tarot, and this tarot was actually donated to the channel by Louise, so thank you so much to her for this. It's actually really awesome. It's based off of the regular Rider-Waite tarot, but it's like a folklore version of that, so I'm excited about it. And then this is a key with some rhinestones on it. So that's pile 2. And then pile 3 is the Naked Heart Tarot, and then this is just like a little dagger. Okay. All right, guys. And there will be a little part after the intro for a meditation if you need to take longer to look at each pile. I know that's something that somebody requested, so I went ahead and put that in there. So other than that, timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you in your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the Tarot of Curious Creatures, and then this here. Now, this heart with the sword through it, obviously, I want to say that there could have been some serious heartbreak that's been caused here in this connection. You could be in separation with this person at this time. Some truth here when it comes to the heart. Hard truths at that. When we see the sword through the heart, that's kind of representing that 3 of Swords for me in a way. So I'm going to kind of take this into consideration, but I want to before we get started with your tarot that you chose, to get into actually what's going to happen with the connection itself. Let's pull a card here for you and your person. And then I also have some oracles I'm going to pull for the connecting energies where they are at this moment. So this way you can kind of tell for sure if this is your reading or not before we should start talking about what's going to transpire in the connection. So I do take reversals with these. Yeah, don't be afraid of the reversals. They're simply just a way for me to understand what my guides are trying to tell me. And I do read reversals. I study reversals. I am an intuitive reader, so I do read intuitively, but I'm also channeling. So I take all of those, roll them into one, and that's where I get the reading. So, okay. Most of y'all know I'm getting over being sick and not having a voice, so also be aware of that. I may cough here and there. I apologize beforehand. Okay, so pile 1, let's tie into your energy first. It's pile 1's energy towards this person in this connection. What is pile 1's energy towards this person in this connection, Spirit? So we have the World in reverse. So you could have had no closure in this connection, or this could be just something that you do not want it to end. Let's get some more here first. What about call one's person? Where are they at when it comes to this connection? They have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I do feel like there's a pause. I don't feel like it's necessarily that the two of you... I feel like this connection may be in somewhat of limbo. That's what I want to say. Somewhat in some sort of limbo. We do have Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio energies here for me. You also have some Earth energy, so Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So those may or may not resonate. I want to start with you because I feel like this world being in reverse. I think that you may have felt in this connection that this person brought on a lot of satisfaction for you. There was a lot of fulfillment here in this connection. You may feel like there's heavy lessons that tie into this, maybe things that you haven't learned that you continually keep kind of learning in this connection with this person. This connection may be very different from what you're used to, maybe out of the ordinary from what you've had in the past. You could feel like this person, it's almost like I feel like you have a hard time reading this person or knowing what this person wants. They could be very hot and cold with you. You could be hoping for a union or a reunion with this person. I don't feel like that you want things to end here. That's very obvious. That you could have just been in a long separation and have had no kind of full closure with this person or an idea of what has transpired here. For some of you, there could be marriage involved. I feel like you have been very vulnerable with this person, and possibly they have left you out in the cold on, even for some of you, more than one occasion. I do feel like you have your eye on this person. I feel like you think about the red flags that you saw in this connection, and I think that can be confusing for you at times because of the ability to be so vulnerable with this person. I do feel like you're a very smart individual. I feel like you've learned a lot through this connection here. I feel like you have gained a sense of awareness within yourself and bettered yourself. But I feel like you also feel like this connection is somewhat open-ended. And that might bring on a lot of confusion for you. So your person's energy, I think your person is, I don't think that your person has an idea that this connection is over. By all means, I feel like that they are stuck in a place of pause. There's a possible delay in proceeding forward. This person could be trying to figure out how to proceed forward in this connection. They may also be feeling a little left out in the cold. They could be working on some sense of their own stability or prosperity at this time, with these being the Pentacles. Trying to understand or see things clearly. I feel like this person, for some of you, this person could be recognizing that in this limbo period or in this middle of this process, that you could be having a new opportunity here elsewhere. I feel like this sense of this person being somewhat paralyzed in a direction to take. I think this person gets really trapped in their head a lot about movement and in which direction to take, even though they do feel, for some of you, that you could be kind of taking this opportunity that you have with them and leaving them behind or pulling away in some way, like not wanting to work with them any longer. They could sense this new beginning kind of, or an idea of an opportunity kind of drifting away, but they're almost kind of just so stagnant I think they get trapped in feeling alone or feeling isolated in a kind of a victim mentality at times, where they just don't know which direction they should take or how to proceed forward. They could feel like this in their life in general, like they're kind of stuck in limbo in their life in general, and maybe that's one of the reasons that they're in this period of pause with you. You're having a hard time. This person, I feel like, is having a hard time focusing in on themselves and what direction they need to take in their own life. And so that in itself is causing them to, if they can't make those decisions within themselves or for themselves, then how could they make a decision in a connection, you know, towards you, or the right decision at that? And I think that they get trapped in their head about that a lot, especially when it comes to commitment. This person could be kind of afraid of commitment at times. You know, at one minute they could want to come towards you or want some kind of commitment or grow something, and then the other second maybe they feel like they don't have what it takes or don't have what they need or not in a position to offer anything here. This is someone that's very focused on their stability, on their pinnacles. This is something that's very important to this person. So tradition and commitment and offering something stable in a relationship are all things that this person is focused on. They could be also stuck in a very outdated or lack of more of an open mind here, especially if this is someone outside of your norm, which we've picked up on here on your side. That could also cause a lot of turmoil in this person's mental space, to their capacity to be able to look beyond that traditional view of direction in relationships and, you know, the burden that, or the responsibilities that need to be kind of taken on in what roles, and being able to open their mind up to something outside of that could be somewhat difficult for this person. So self-limiting beliefs. There could be also a lot of other influences in their life that take part of this, other people that they feel hold kind of a responsibility over them in some kind of way. Are they responsible for others? Others, even down to the way others feel, like they feel like they're responsible for other people's happiness in some kind of way. Maintaining a sense of balance within even a home structure, you know, or it's just the people around them. There's a lot of sense of this person feeling valued in their own sense of worth with what they are bringing and what they are not bringing to others, where they kind of put their self on the back burner, and place everyone else in front of them. There's a very limited belief kind of that's tied into this, where this person, it puts a lot of pressure on this person. This person puts a lot of pressure on themselves about what they are capable of, or what they are, it's like they're restricting themselves in some sort of way. Okay, I want to get one of these. These are new. I just used these in a collective reading I did. They're called The Human Spirit, and they're pretty awesome. I'm not going to read the book here yet. I think I'm going to read it at the end, but I want to get what the connecting energy is. Some of these images are kind of funny. The book is actually kind of funny. It's sweet and sassy. Sweet and sassy. What's the connecting energy for Pauline? Make a wish, the number 25. You notice all the dandelions that are on this card. I actually wrote something here recently about dandelions, about trust and forgiveness, that I have not posted yet because it might be a little controversial, but I always hesitate when I write things. Make a wish. This is the number 25. 2 and 5 to me are so close when you talk about making a change always comes with certain decisions. Even if it's something that's unexpected, there's decisions that follow around that. And most of the time with the number 5, loss, conflict, anything that's abrupt that happens that causes those changes to occur, you're going to have choices behind that and direction that you need to take around it. And sometimes that can come on very abruptly. So there could have been something here, some changes that happened in this connection that were very abrupt. The two of you could have had a different wish with this Make-A-Wish. You know, you could have had different wishes of what it was that you wanted. And what I wrote, which I will post eventually, but I talked about dandelions and I talked about, actually, I did post this, and it wasn't about trust and forgiveness, but there's no mistakes when I'm channeling, guys. So I think trust and forgiveness has something to do in this relationship. But especially, you know, trusting this relationship and the reason and lessons behind it is something that's really big as well. But it was in a letter that I wrote on, I put it on my community page, I put it on my Instagram, but I wrote channeled letters to lost loved ones or your lost soulmate. I talked about a dandelion and one of you being more of a free spirit, which I feel like would be your energy here with the world, and the other one being more wanting to be that dandelion that try to remain intact, which I see here with your person. So if that's the letter that y'all chose, y'all let me know, because that's kind of ironic. You do see that here. You see the girl here that's blowing on the dandelion. And you see all the stars. So I feel like your energy, you may be one that's more capable or more willing to go after your dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You may be very close to achieving something when it comes to your dreams. It could be a dream that you've never let go of, something that you really hold on to. You might have had to make a lot of changes when it comes to this. But you may be more of that free spirit here, and you have this other person here in these dandelions that are still intact, and you actually have 4 of them, which kind of represents the 4 of Pentacles, which is about holding on to something and being very possessive of what it is that you have. And when you're in this energy, you have a hard time kind of moving outside of that because you're afraid to lose what you do have. And I did pick up on 4 of Pentacles here for some reason. Of course, this is 8, so there could be actually 2 different things in this person's life that they want to hold on to. You could be one of these things that are precious to this person. So they might be why this person's so stagnant, is like they can't have both. They can only have one or the other in some sense. There's 3 stars here at the bottom of your person's portion. And if you think of the number 3, you think of growth, and it's almost like Spirit's kind of pulling this person, or this connection has kind of pulled this person to try to grow from where they are, to try to, I mean, it's actually something that makes this person want to grow, want to move forward, want to come outside of their comfort zone here so that they can fly and kind of move in a direction that is purposeful for them, maybe for their highest good, but they're having a hard time doing that in this stagnant energy that they're in. I mean, this could be something that you're teaching this person unknowingly, you know, in this connection. A reason or purpose for you being even a part of their life or this experience with them. There's an idea behind the 2 of you spiritually kind of working together to get yourself out of the stagnancy of where you've been and kind of moving towards what your higher purpose or what your dream would be, your wish would be. Like working together in a spiritual capacity, you know, to kind of pull yourself out of that. Yeah, and I feel like you are kind of in a place to where it's almost like you're kind of in a whole nother world from your person. And that's something else that I think that your person may be kind of, that might actually be kind of a little scary for this person. You being in a very different type of world than them. This could not only be just like a different type of environment. You know, I'm talking like the way that you see things, believe in things. Everything could be completely different from what this person feels or believes or sees. Overall, I feel a sense of a free spirit here on your side and a more of a grounded, traditional spirited. And there's the King of Pentacles as I say that, and the Fool in reverse. Someone that is very grounded, not willing to take the risk, you know, not willing to take a risk here. That's clarification. Thanks, Spirit. Have my back there. Now you have this Nine of Cups. So this connection with this offer here of love, this romantic side of this connection, taking a risk in love is something that's significantly a risk for the two of you. You have the hook, line, and sinker here with the heart that's being dangled, and it's almost like the temptation of the love here between the two of you, the temptation that is between the two of you when it comes to your feelings, your emotions, and how you're pulled into each other, brings on a lot of self-awareness within. You know, it's meant to help you to see things within yourself. When you're magnetically drawn to someone like that, here you have that Five of Cups, which is that, you know, feeling disappointments, thinking about and feeling disappointments and having regrets in this connection. When you have that magnetic draw to someone in this way, this person could be spying on you at this time. You could be spying on this person as well from time to time. Then, Six of Wands in reverse. Lack of recognizing, lack of recognition. Kind of hiding, or that magnetic pull is something that is meant to be there to help the two of you come together and understand things that you didn't see before within yourself. This is definitely, I feel, a spiritual connection, but I always get kind of spiritual connections in my readings. This is definitely has a spiritual nature to it, especially if this is a connection that's really outside of the ordinary. Okay. There's that Four of Wands. What's going to become of this connection here? There's that Nine of Cups. What's going to become of this connection? Wow, Ace of Cups, guys. So if you've been sitting around, which I do feel like that, I think that your person's going to be getting out of this energy that they're in. Can you give me a card here for this limbo with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Judgment. Scorpio energy, you also have the Hierophant. So there's definitely going to be a lesson that's learned here with this person. They're going to be able to get over this obstacle that they're currently in. You know, that the Hierophant energy is that, you know, it's spirit in a lesson that's there, but it's also that traditional kind of, it's like that authority that sits over them. Speaking of, you know, a spiritual connection, this can be something that this person, action-wise, you know, with judgment here, wanting to open up about how they feel, taking the opportunity, almost feeling kind of pressured into this. We saw that here with the idea that you're kind of moving away with that opportunity. You know, I'm recognizing that. It's almost like there's a lesson behind this with this person, and they know that, you know, if they don't kind of move towards you or take some sort of action here, there's going to be a renewal. I do feel like for some of you, Spirit's kind of stepping into this. Your person could be experiencing or going through some sort of Tower moment soon. where they're kind of faced with judgment. They're facing up, you know, facing up to judgment, facing up to the truth, how they feel. Because you have this Four of Wands, which is reunion, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So there's definitely an offer of a relationship that's here, reunion or a union. Tell me more about what will come with this connection. You have the Devil in reverse. So releasing any kind of trapped feeling that this person has felt like they were in. Let's see. You have the Empress here in reverse. So for some of you, actually, before I say that, I'm gonna actually get some clarifiers. Yeah, before I say that, I'm gonna get some clarifiers. You have Capricorn and Taurus, Libra energy here. Why is the Four of Wands here? We have Death, Scorpio energy. That's that rebirth, reunion, rebirth. Closing out a cycle, we see that here. This person coming to the end of that cycle, closing that out, facing judgment. Facing judgment when it comes to this stagnant energy that's been here throughout your connection. Why is the Knight of Cups here? You have Strength in reverse. So being vulnerable and coming in and expressing themselves is something that's here. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Judgment in reverse. So this is what they have. This is right here with this Ace of Cups. This is something that they've been kind of holding back. You see Judgment here twice. Scorpio, Leo energy. So this offer, this offer of emotion and this offer of, you know, feelings. That's feelings. Whole cup full of feelings. Something that they're still attached to you. They haven't let go of this. You see the two swans. Swans mate for a laugh. That's like a representation of that spiritual connection that they feel. They're bringing in this offer in a way of this judgment being in reverse. Could be that this person misjudged you, or they've judged themselves, or both in this connection. This could be part of what's behind this lesson of judgment, judging someone else, or judging, and having that being reflected back onto yourself is something that's here. This person kind of, if this person's been playing mind games with you, anything to this nature, this is something that they're seeing within themselves, and they're having to step up or face that, how they've reflected that onto you and how they've treated you in this connection. Tell me about the Devil in reverse, which is part of this Devil in reverse, by the way. You have this Knight of Wands in reverse. So if they've been in this hot and cold energy, we did pick up on that here with your energy. If they've been in this hot and cold energy, in and out, back and forth, this double-like kind of, you know, being that they've mistreated you in some kind of way, this is definitely something that's hanging over this person's head at this time. This pause is something that was necessary in order for this lesson to be kind of shown to them, you know. Why is this Empress here in reverse? I actually want to pull both of these cards. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups. This person's recognizing that they have not put you in the place that you've been meant to be. This person is someone that may have told you and made you feel as if you were somewhat of an Empress, but they did not treat you in Empress energy. And you have been this Queen of Cups here, Cancer energy. You also have Libra here. You've been in this Queen of Cups energy, this very open and receptive and loving and caring, you know, emotional energy that's here, emotional person that's here. And you could have went very cold on them. They could have cut you out. You know, the Queen of Swords is not someone that's very nice here. And this person may have seen both sides to you as well. And the understanding and recognition behind that is that they have not treated you the way that you were meant to be treated, the way that you were deserved, the way that you deserve to be treated here. And this is somewhat of this person kind of opening up and being receptive to that. This has to do with you and the way that what you've shown to this person. You see this Queen of Cups here and this Knight of Cups that's over here coming in. Tell me more about death. What's ending? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. So if there's been a lack of reciprocity here in this connection, there's been a complete imbalance in this connection about what you're giving and what you're receiving from one another. This is something that's coming to an end, something that's changing. What is this Judgment here in reverse? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is someone that has left you out in the cold. This is someone that's coming back in, wanting to have a reconciliation, wanting to come back together and offer you, you know, a redo. This is like a restart. This is something that you've could have been closed off to this person. The way that you've behaved in this connection is something that's all making sense to this person. It's all coming together. Can you tell me more about this Queen of Cups? The Star in reverse. Yeah. If you've been kind of in this energy of losing hope in this connection, that this is something that's not going to come back together. This is something that you've accepted or tried to let go of, but you still remained in this Queen of Cups loving energy, this receptive energy. This is part of the reason that this is coming back together, the way that it's coming back together. Anything else you can tell me here that I need to know? You tell me about this Queen of Swords. If there's been anyone else here that has been somewhat of a negative influence, outside influence on this connection, particularly a feminine energy that's here, that could be something that this person's kind of cutting out, closing out. Not that they're detaching completely from this person, especially if this is not a romantic outside influence, but it's something that this person is shutting out of when it comes to the communication or the reasoning behind what that other person is influencing as in this connection. So in other words, if there's someone outside of your connection that is in a way, you know, says not great things about you, or could be lying about you, or could be spurting out things about you, this person's kind of recognizing that what this other person is expressing, or what it is that, even if they've just heard things, it's not representing what they're actually seeing, and they're using their own judgment here now. Whereas before they maybe haven't done that, and that could be part of the reason that they've left you out in the cold. For some of you, this person could have even had a full-fledged relationship here in the time that the two of you have been apart because of this outside influence. Tell me more about that Five of Pentacles in reverse, please. The Four of Swords. You need to understand that this whole experience here between you and this person, and the time that you've been in separation with this person, has all been something that's been absolutely, undoubtedly, completely purposeful. Because it's brought you back to square one with this person. And this time was needed, this rest, this contemplation was needed for them to see. You can't, let me just say this. You cannot make someone see something in the way that you see it all the time. You can give someone ideas, you can show someone, but it's ultimately up to them. They are the ones that make the choice of how they're seeing something. How they're seeing something. And this is something that this person had to see on their own. They had to see it for themselves. They had to awaken to it for themselves. It was nothing that you could have done. And if you would have tried to do it, it could have even ended up hurting the connection even more. Everything that happened, the way that everything happened, was all part of fate. It was fated to happen in this way. This is a part of spirit kind of bringing things back to square, right? Tell me about, by square, I mean like the Four of Wands, you know, bringing things back into balance in this connection. Even though the pain and the separation was significant there's also, for you, understanding. Let's just see. What did Pile 1 learn during this separation? The Knight of Pentacles. This is about you understanding the significance of taking on responsibilities, taking on your personal, gives you time to work on yourself, being determined to do what's best for yourself. This comes along with grounding an idea of forgiveness and trust and being dependable and knowing what you have and what to be grateful for that's around you, regardless of those things that you do not have. You know, when you pray or you meditate, whichever, you know, what you believe in, I always ask or say, you know, I'm thankful for the things that I have and that you've given me with lessons and possessions and everything. And I'm also thankful for the things that you haven't, because there's also huge lessons, the bigger lessons behind those things. And what you want and how you want things to go doesn't necessarily always come together in those ways for a reason, because there's things that you're needing to learn within yourself, and sometimes that's something that takes a lot of time. But the Knight of Pentacles is someone that is the slowest, is the longest one. He's also the one that's the most determined and bound to get there and accomplish the goal that it is that he has. And that length of time that's gone on here has all been completely purposeful to realign yourself into a position to where you are taking care of yourself here. You may have found yourself becoming more into a better relationship with you at this time and sticking it out, persevering because of the pain that's gone on here during the separation. Tell me about what this person, outside of what we've already talked about, what is this person's lesson here during the separation? Well, they had a lot. You have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the both of you could be kind of reminiscing or thinking about each other's, the past energy and the process of what you've went through here in this connection. Especially the bond or the friendship that you've had is something that's definitely here. You both have these three cups around one another. But that is the soulmate energy. It's also the energy of reconciliation. So I'm going to take this in reverse. It's kind of sitting like this because I do feel like that there's been exposure that's been shown to this person. You have the World here, so they definitely have learned some lessons, it being upright. And then the Six of Swords in reverse is coming back to straighten things out, right? It comes right after the Five of Swords. And, you know, I always joke around that the Six of Swords, I always see it as from the Five of Swords, which is that initial conflict. Somebody's getting away with something more than the other person, and there's, you know, just hurt that's been caused. You have the swords there, so definitely some wounds that have happened. And you get in that boat, and you, in the Six of Swords, you get in that boat, you get as much of your stuff together as you can, and you take off into a calmer place. I'm like, I'm getting the hell out of here. This is a nightmare. And this could have been what this person's kind of done. But now that there's been some, you know, awareness that this person's come into here, this Pisces energy with this High Priestess, this awareness that this person's come into, some idea of, or misconception of others or certain circumstances, or you with the Judgment there, you know, the duality of a situation or something to this nature has been exposed to this person in this way. This is the lesson that they have learned here. So now it's time for them to get back into the boat. And this could have to do with deception, misjudgment, and deception in some way within themselves and with you. But now it's time for them to get back in the boat and go back to the conflict that was caused here. And this has been somewhat of a slow process for this person, but purposeful every inch of the way. Needing to go back to that conflict and have that resolution take place is what's here. Okay, so we're going to get some message cards just for fun. And then we're going to get some eyes in to see what's gonna be the road ahead, and then we'll get some advice. And I'll read your read this card here as far as advice goes. What would this person say? What would this person say to pile 1? Okay. We do have healing that's there. So that goes along with that six of Cups there for me. Come here, card. Will you ever make things right? I wish you would come back. We're not right for each other. There's that out of ordinary. And we'll be together again. Do you see the differences that are here? It's almost like this could be you and your person's energy that I'm looking at. But your person could also feel this way too in the past, you know. Both of you have at some point maybe felt all of these energies. Will you ever make things right? You know, there was definitely some sort of conflict here. Otherwise, the separation wouldn't have been transpired, and the Five of Pentacles wouldn't be here either. But I wish you would come back. This is a shadow card, so this is something that the two of you have definitely not been expressing to each other. We're not right for each other, and there's an idea behind this shadow, not understanding. I did see we don't share the same vision or values before when I was shuffling, so that kind of ties into this whole out of the ordinary kind of relationship here. I'm being very, very much a free spirit versus that traditional type, but we will be together again as part of this as well. You both have this inner knowing that the two of you are bound to come back together. We saw that in the very beginning because you have that world there in reverse. And your person is, like I said in the very beginning, the Eight of Pentacles is not an energy of being done and over. It's just a pause. It's a break. So this person kind of may have had this thought of knowing that, you know, since day one. Let's see what the future lies with this connection for pile 1. Control. Someone's taking control in this connection. Assert yourself to take charge of your destiny. For some reason, I feel like some of you may be sitting on a choice or a decision that needs to be made. Yeah, we have commitment here. Someone's stepping forward here because they want to have some sort of, yeah, there's union that's coming into play here, guys. I mean, that's very apparent. You have the four of Wands there, 1111 a card. I mentioned it here because she has the 2 candles that she's holding that are burning at both ends. That's the way the two of you may feel. Anything else that I'm missing here? Future energies for pile 1. There you go. Reconciliation, and there's that deception that has been a cause of this whole, you know, chaos that's been here, and this understanding with one another. This is also a realization of the trust between the two of you, building that trust between the two of you. You have to, the tower has to fall in order for the foundation to become more solid. And this relationship at the beginning may have been, you know, on shaky ground here when it comes to trust. The two of you not being able to fully trust one another. Sometimes that foundation has to fall completely in order to be rebuilt into a more solid or newer, sturdier foundation. This is what we're seeing here in this connection. So you have that middle reconciliation that's there. And that money card is an opportunity. And that key card here is something that this is up to you, you know, this expression. And this is going to be somewhat of a challenge to kind of put the effort in here. But the two of you miss one another. You're going to come into a lot of wisdom that you haven't known of before, but you are going to be sitting on a decision here because everyone has free will. So whether you choose to jump into this with this person, I do feel like you will. I mean, I am picking up on that here. You still have love for this person here. I do feel, you know, this is future energy we're looking at. So obviously we're seeing that reconciliation, but you always have a choice. Okay. Oh, let's read this. I just went from a complete pause because I forgot what I was doing. Okay, so make a wish number 25. Let's see what it says. Interesting, these cards actually you can take reversals as well, but I'm taking this upright because that's the way it came out. So make a wish. Oh my gosh, you aren't going to believe what this says. Y'all are not going to believe what this card says. It's so awesome. Are you ready? If wishes were dishes, boy, I would be that fine china. Daffodils, fluff, wishbones, stars, birthday candles, and 1111. That is what this thing says. Isn't that wild? Dandelion, fluff, wishbones, stars, birthday candles, and 1111. You name it, we wish on it. Do you believe deep in the core that wishes we make come true? Wishes granted are everyday joys, hopes, and dreams coming into fruition. Give it to the manifestation of your wishes. As children, we are eager to watch our wishes come true, fully giving into the possibilities. When we put something out into the universe, it often has its way of coming back to us. The universe only wants what is best for us. It might not be exactly what we wanted or expected, but it's usually exactly what we need. Yeah, that's what I talked about your prayer or your meditation there. So go ahead, make a wish on a shooting star, toss a penny into the fountain, and wish for whatever your heart desires with childlike wonder and belief. So I'm kind of blown away by the 1111 thing. That kind of freaked me out, I'm not going to lie. That's pretty awesome. Plus, you have that Six of Cups. You have this reconciliation. It's going to happen. This is going to happen. I mean, come on. Check out all the synchronicities that we're seeing here. Okay, so we have go deeper. Yeah, and in order for the two of you and your connection to go deeper, again, that foundation has to be restructured. We have rest, relax, and relief, and gentle, quieted heart. Let's get some more. There's other stuff in here, so let me see if I can pull some of that. Okay, I pulled a lot. We have include. Get what I want. That card talks about that. We have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords. So that's definitely about this Leo energy, stepping into that courage, this is like communication coming in as well. And you being in a spot to where this is definitely someone that's coming towards you with communication. I mean, look at the way I just set these down. She's looking at him and he's looking at her. You know this is coming. Don't you? You're sitting in a position too, I feel like, where you feel very confident in yourself, let's say that. And stay in this energy. They're saying to stay in this energy. And yeah, this person could be spying on you at this time as well. They may be sending you a message here. Who am I? And we have passion here. Also, if you do not choose how you feel, then the world will choose for you. Master your frequency. This is your person's energy. This is what I was talking about. Them allowing other people to kind of dictate how they feel or how they should perceive you or them or, whichever. Allowing them to be a part of that. Holy cow, we have a lot in the bowl. We have Eeyore. So getting out of this place, and I told you your person was in that place in the beginning, kind of that victimhood kind of energy, getting out of that, taking control. We have a web here, so being stuck in this person's web or someone else kind of getting out of someone else's web of the way that they see you. I have Cancer energy here with the crab. Picked up on that with that Queen of Cups. So that could be important to somebody. That vulnerability is something that's coming out there though. We have a new moon, so that could be important. Maybe something transpired around the new moon or will. We have N, D, R, V. We have the number 7, so things coming into alignment, very divine number. We have 6, so that's the Lovers in Tarot, so that's card of choice, and healing as well with 6. And we also have the number 3, so that Empress energy, which is a rebirth or starting something new and growing. We have S, S, G, Q, Y, W or M, B, L, A, Y, and Y. Guys, I'm not going to go through these because I have a yin yoga class I have to get to. I don't want to miss it. So I'm going to hold these up so y'all can see it. And I'm going to leave here. So thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all y'all's love and all y'all's support and all your kindness. And I appreciate you guys so very much. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Hey, Potters. So if you chose the new Golden Wheel Tarot, thanks to Louise who sent this to the channel. So thank her so much for that. This is an awesome tarot deck. I've been using it since I've been sick, since my voice has been gone. I wouldn't say I was actually sick. Actually, I went through the weekend. That weekend, I felt better. And then all of a sudden, the next day, my voice was just left my body. So Spirit forced me into taking a break. But I had been playing with it a lot during that time, getting kind of a relationship built up with it. So I'm excited to use it for you guys. So this is going to be your reading. And then also you chose this key here that has the 3 rhinestones on the back end of it. This key is always, to me, represented, obviously, an opportunity. A key is an opportunity to unlock something. But you have, like, these 3 rhinestones remind me of the 3 of Pentacles, so that commitment is there. And then also you have this, the crossroads that's being here. So someone, you or this person, could be y'all both faced with a choice about commitment and an opportunity for something together. Could be there. This could have been how this connection's coming together, or a reason that it maybe came apart. So we'll get into tarot to get more about what's going on here. What are we looking at? So I'm going to set this to the side, and also about something to do with closing a gap. Closing a gap of something in this relationship. And a mutual understanding about someone having more in one place than the other. I have no clue what that means. I'm going to be honest. That's just something that just popped in my head as I put this down. You see these little rings that are here? There's a gap in between these. And there's 3 on this side, but there's only 1 on this side. So there's more. Someone, if you're closing a gap, committing to each other in this relationship and closing a gap here, one of you may have more responsibilities than the other. And that might be an indicator of the direction to take. It's a message for somebody. Okay. So we're going to actually start, before we get the tarot that you chose, we're going to start with this. These are the 88 gemstone tarot. There's the Queen of Wands and the 4 of Swords. So this Leo energy, something that you could, or Sagittarius, Aries energy, something that you could be contemplating. Not knowing what direction you want to take here with this. Being unclear about which direction to take. It's like you're sitting in a place of contemplation. Feeling confident, though, I think is important. And there's your 3 pentacles. It's funny how they're together here on this because it reminds me so much of this that y'all chose. You see how much that looks alike? That's odd. Not odd. It's just a sync. Just kind of crazy. Okay, so definitely on commitment. Okay, so let's take a look here. We're going to start with your energy first. We're just going to get one of these for your side, one for your person, and then we'll get a different card oracle for the connecting energy. So what is Paul 2's energy towards this connection here that's on their mind? This connection they want to know about, what the outcome's going to be. What is their energy currently towards this connection? We have the Devil in reverse. You could be in a process right now of releasing some fears. That's something that's really heavy here. Let's go ahead. Never mind. There it is. You know what? I feel like this is more your energy here, releasing something, but we're going to get to that. Let me ask about your person now. What about pile two's person? Pile two's person. Hold on, I'm having a hard time getting off your energy for a second. Pile two's person, what's pile two's person's? What is their energy towards pile two and the connection? Okay, well, these cards are just wanting to jump on out. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. The both of you have some fears going on. You have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Be very careful if you're in the manifestation energy. I think you are being careful. I think that you're trying to release yourself of some fears here in this connection, to do with which direction I feel like this connection's headed. I'm getting kind of two storylines here, guys, so this is going to be one of those stay with me energies. We have Capricorn and Scorpio energy over here, and then this is fire energy over here, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be a Pisces or Cancer as well. Go ahead and just get the connecting energies while we tapping into this. This is the Human Spirit Oracles. Both of you, particularly your person, there's a worried energy here. Okay. Number 44, manifest your miracle. So again, that manifesting energies here. There's this 44 here, okay? So 8 is taking action, which you've already kind of seen. 4 is a number of stability. We have master your destiny, number 14 here. So you have 444, which means the universe is protecting you, but pay attention to your thought. And I already mentioned that here with this manifestation energy coming up. So that's a heavy indicator. You also see all these keys on this card here at the bottom of the deck. I wasn't gonna look at the bottom, but I feel like that's pretty significant. Number 14 is that temperance energy. So it's kind of insinuating to keep yourself in check, keep yourself in balance here. One of you, the more feminine side to this connection, could be the one that's kind of bringing the miracle or the more manifestation kind of energies coming from the more feminine side of the relationship. This is the one that has the wish or the dream, the idea of what it looks like. You need to hold that vision that you have of what that's going to look like. Not so much worry about the journey to that point, but just hold that vision of what that dream actually entails, that feeling of that dream when everything comes together. You're going to be like the ending of it, right? You're going to be like the one that's you see how this kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz, and you have the Gloria. She's coming in and she has her wand there. It looks identical to it with the star on the end, and she just makes things happen. And this is this feminine energy that I'm feeling here. So if you're the feminine energy, being really consciously aware of that end goal, okay? Making it just appear, making it just happen, that feeling of that feeling. Because the more masculine energy that's here is the one that's going to be representing the key or the opportunity or the way to get to that destination, okay? He has letters. It says letters. There could be something to do with the move here as well, because this does look like a mailbox. And all these keys that are here. For some of you, I'm going to kind of jump the gun a little bit and say that for some of you, you may actually be moving in together with this person. Forever Young. Oh, that song just came in my head. I don't know the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's Forever Young. But it just started playing in my head. This is the number 38. 38 may be really significant to you. That could be your age. But it's also the number 11, which is being on the right path. And I think that's something that you need to know, is that you are on the right path here. There's significant changes that are going to be taking place here in this connection in the near future. This broken open here being in reverse. These cards you can take in reverse, that you take reversals here with these oracles. This is like putting the pieces together. Putting the pieces together. And there's both of you have significant roles in this. But again, I'm going to say this one more time and then I'm just going to let it go. I feel like the more feminine energy is the one that's in the more high vibrational energy for a manifestation. And you need to go off of those feelings that you're feeling. And right now, there's mixed emotions about this. There's mixed emotions about moving into this direction. And for some of you, oh, there's so many things that are coming through now. So for some of you, you're having these mixed emotions because you don't know exactly if this is, it's like you're feeling both sides of it. You could be very empathic, but it's like you're picking up on, it's like you don't want anybody to feel any certain kind of way that's not good. And it's not realistic to feel that, to be in that energy. What is realistic is for you to be able to just envision the idea of what it's going to look like when it does all come together. That's why they're wanting you to focus just on that, so that you can release yourself fully from these fears. Now, the other thing here for some of you, there's a totally different storyline that's coming through. So if you've clicked on this reading, hopefully you haven't clicked off. For some of you, and this could be part of your past as well in that first scenario. For some of you, there is someone here that you could be releasing yourself from. And you see this person as possibly being someone that is more toxic in nature to you, and something that you're trying to let go of. And you may have had a new relationship coming to the picture. And this opportunity for a new relationship is bringing up a lot of these past emotions to the surface. And you're needing to find balance within those, and releasing yourself from that past person and from those emotions is part of this. Not holding on to any of those toxic energies is a part of this too. So not holding on to any kind of resentments, any kind of, it's almost like this realization why things happen the way they did, how things happen the way they did, and releasing those things with that past person is part of the healing that goes into this connection here with this new person, this opportunity with this new person. That's why you're feeling the way you are, and your emotions are kind of scattered, because you have so many significant changes that are taking place, and you have a lot of old wounds that are kind of coming to the surface for healing. And an idea around why everything happened in the way that it did is bringing on a lot of this. I feel like a lot of it's kind of understanding why things happen is bringing up a lot of peace within you, but the peace is coming out in a emotional instability. You know, it's kind of, you're trying to wrap your head, or you're trying to wrap your mindset around everything that you're feeling and everything that you're seeing, and plus this new opportunity with this person, and all this stuff is kind of tied into this. So your emotions are going through a lot. You really need to be kind of focused in on your being at peace with yourself. You know, I just took a deep breath, like just take a deep breath, and there's an energy of needing to kind of relax, maybe ground yourself would be important, something really important here when you're releasing all this stuff, because you are releasing a lot of built up feelings at this time. For some of you, this has to do with you releasing someone altogether and opening that gateway up to possibilities for your future. And there is someone else here that is not recognizing, not seeing, or not valuing this connection in the way that you wanted this person to. And you're having to make this decision to branch out and move forward for yourself. And these emotions are coming into that. This is like this final push, final release that we see here. Now, for the first scenario, for those of you that you're actually with this person, or this is someone new, this person, I might actually get one more card for them, but they are they're in kind of a place to where they are having a hard time recognizing or kind of seeing how everything is going to be successful ultimately. They're in a sense of worry. There's a worry that's here. And it's a worry with pressure, okay? So it's worry, and it's someone that's, it's like getting ready for a party, and you're the party planner, and it's coming down to the point, right? And you have these like certain kind of guidelines that you're trying to check off, and certain people doing certain tasks, and you're trying to make sure everybody's being diligent and doing what they should be doing, and you're going through that list, and it's all kind of that responsibility kind of comes back to you, and you're checking things off, and there's just worry that's around this, wanting to get to that end goal, wanting to get to that end obstacle. And this person here, if you're with this person, this is their energy right now of they feel this pressure, this responsibility to, now that they have this, they want to be successful. They want to be successful, and they're worried that it won't come together and it won't be successful. And the reason that they're so worried is because they value you in this connection so much so, they feel as if you are somewhat of a miracle for them, someone that has brought them a lot of abundance into their life, and a lot of drive, a lot of passion into their life. And it's something that they really wanted and that they were very much so missing out on. And so this is why they're in such a worried energy, that they have this responsibility that's kind of laying on them, and they're worried about, making that the wrong move or the wrong choice, and they want everything to go kind of smoothly here. They also are very guarded against you with others. This is someone that it's almost, I feel like this like intensity of this person wanting to get this done, wanting to move things along because they don't want to lose you here. It's like they don't want you to slip through their fingers in some kind of way. And this is where this worrying kind of energy comes from. They feel very healing with your energy. They feel very healing from your energy. And very balanced in your energy, very peaceful with you. And it's almost like they feel like they have to fight for this. And I do want to pull one more card for their overall. For those of you, again, where this is someone that you're letting go of, you're releasing. And I do feel a heavy mix here in this reading. This person is not... A lot of the reasons that they can't recognize, and you may already be well aware of this, it's something that you've had to settle within yourself, this understanding and accept, that this person is having a hard time being able to recognize your value, or what this connection at least could be, because they have a hard time recognizing themselves, what value they even bring, not only to you in this connection, just in their lives in general. They have a hard time recognizing their own worth, their own value. And when they're not looking at themselves in that kind of way, then they couldn't possibly look at this connection as being somewhat of it really pushes on their self-worth. It really pushes them and makes them, they just feel unworthy, okay? They just feel unworthy. They don't feel like they would add to your life or to you in any kind of way. And they don't want to be, I mean, if you look at these two cards here, for those of you who aren't with this person and you're in disconnection, this is the way that this person's looking at you. You see this feminine energy, okay? Very innocent, sweet, purified, this gold, so it's very valuable. And then you have this lightheartedness that's here, and all this white is like that purifying energy. And then you have this darkness that's here, that's someone that's, you know, upside down. And this is the Six of Wands. So this is about the soldier that won the battle, the competition, and is riding through the parade, you know, being cheered and triumph. And in reverse, it's complete opposite of that. Someone that's a fall from grace. This person looks at you and then looks at themselves like they're so far beneath you. And it's getting them, it's keeping them from being able to really see the value in this connection here. And you've come to this point to where you're realizing this is something that you need to accept in order to release yourself from feeling trapped here, because you have a lot of emotions for this person. You have a lot of very significant, mature emotions for this person. And even though it feels not so great, you know, to have to release this, you know that you cannot change this person's mindset. This is something that they have to change on their own. It doesn't have so much to do with you. It has to do with them and the way that they're seeing themselves, because they're putting you so far above them to begin with, right? So let's get one more. Can I have one more for both scenarios, please? For their person, one more for both scenarios, please. Yeah, the Magician. Again, this is this Aries energy, but it could be Gemini or Virgo as well. I actually see this as both, because, or all of the above, because, you know, Aries is about self. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Aries is about self, and the Magician uses everything that he's learned, he's accumulated to manifest and build what it is that he needs for himself. And this person, the one that you're not, if you're in a disconnect with this person, all this energy is behind them. But if they're not recognizing that they have that power and that ability, if they're not recognizing that they have all this within inside of them, then it's useless. It's useless. And this is something that they have to work on and learn within themselves. And maybe they can come back around to you. Eventually, we're going to see kind of what comes out in the cards. But if this is someone that you're currently with, again, this is this responsibility that this person's feeling. You know, they feel like they're the ones that are there to make this connection come together fully and committed. And they're willing to and ready to take on this responsibility. But it is definitely bringing on some heavy worry. Some heavy worry. They definitely do not want anything to happen between you and them. That's not great. Okay. So here's what we're going to do here. My ear's ringing big time. So I feel like this is necessary. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to read. This is going to be a split reading. We're going to venture off into something, okay? I'm going to read this first energy. We're going to pull a spread out for those of you that are in a current connection with someone. And then we're going to pull another spread for those of you who are disconnected with someone. And I'll leave timestamps in the description box below. So for those of you that are not with this person, go ahead and skip to that timestamp of the disconnection. And those of you that are, we'll go ahead and pick up on that. I've never done that before, but I didn't know if I should or not. My ears started ringing, so that's the okay for me from Spirit. So let's do it. Okay, so for those of you that are currently with this person, for those of them that are currently with this person, what will become of their connection? What can they expect? You have the Knight of Wands. Well, you can definitely expect that this person's going to pick up some speed here. They're going to gather their courage and strength. And again, this is that quick moving energy. This person feels they need to get on the move here. We have a Ten of Swords. For some of you, this could have to do with closing some cycles out. This person needing to close some cycles out where they are. Especially for those of you where this has to do with them committing and moving in together. Maybe possibly having a new home together. Them needing to get on the ball here and close some cycles out is something that's coming up. Also, that this person just wants to do this. You know, it's like they don't want to miss anything here with you. We have the Six of Swords here. For some of you, there could be a child here. A boy particularly, but it doesn't have to be. And this could be part of this. This person could already have a child that they have to move with them. The Six of Swords is moving into a calmer place. You have the Three of Cups here in reverse. They could have to separate themselves here from others in this process. This could be something that could be, you see a little boy looking back and waving in a way, and he's looking at these three right here. So this could be somewhat a part of this for some of you, that this is a process. This person has to move into a whole different environment here. This is about, you know, Three of Cups in reverse. It's about separation, separating yourself from something. Give me some more. For the ones of them that are together, what's going to be happening in this relationship? You have the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, because this person will get to the point to where they know that they have done as much introspection here as they could, and now they need to kind of get on the ball, make things happen. There is some feelings here for you and this person, things that are coming up for you that I feel like you're needing to kind of, there's a big energy here of you kind of in a way taking a back seat to this in some way. Not that you won't be a part of this, but what I'm really picking up on is that this person being the one that is in this lead of taking this responsibility on in some kind of way. Once this happens and this person releases themselves from cutting themselves free from old things, then you'll definitely get into a calmer place once you finally get into that calmer place. And it may take some time. You may find that they may feel a little bit isolated or a little bit different than normal, kind of keeping to themselves emotionally in a way that may be how they actually cope or deal with things. But they will get to a point to where they come out of their shell here. It is just going to take a little bit of time for this person. Tell me about this Knight of... The Ace of Wands here. Yeah, this person doesn't want to lose this opportunity. That's why they're kind of jumping on this. Why is this 10 of... And, you know, heavy Taurus energy there for me. And you have this... Taurus is about, you know, being possessive and being dependable and focusing on what it is that you have. And again, this person doesn't want to lose this opportunity here with you. Why is this 10 of Swords here? What is this about? The Knight of Cups in reverse. This person may have a hard time leaving behind things. You know, things that maybe no longer serve them, or just leaving things that they had emotional attachments to behind. It may be somewhat difficult for this person. Basically, this person may be changing their life completely for you, because this is about you and them coming together fully. Tell me about this Six of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. There could be someone else, especially for those of you where there is a child here, and this is the swords that you're seeing, and the father's turning away, going through there, and then you have this Queen of Swords that's sitting on her throne. So there could be this separation that transpires or takes place with someone else that's here that they have to detach from, or at least the child has to detach from in some kind of way. This may be something to look out for, because it could be that it could also be this child's energy that I'm picking up on about putting themselves into a whole different kind of environment here and detached for a little while, away from their friends, away from their maybe other parental in some kind of way, or some distance that may transpire for this. Maybe something that just, you know, I wouldn't say too concerned about. There's definitely going to be an obstacle to work through. And that in some way is attached to your person here as well. A different environment, different place. It's also kind of closing the gap or ending. It's like you're closing the gap or ending some sort of what is that about? What is that? What is that? Hold on a second. Why is this Queen of Swords in the reverse? The High Priestess in reverse. Okay, I gotcha. This person may actually wait. They may wait till towards the very end of getting to that calmer place before they actually speak about it or say anything to the other party about it if there's another party here. Okay, so sorry guys. I had to pause for a second. I had the most weirdest, randomest thing pop up at my house. I live in the woods, right? Basically. There's a like a DJ party bus that's just pulled up in my driveway for whatever reason. I guess they were lost. So maybe that's a part of this in some kind of way. But you know, I was just talking about surprises. Isn't that wild? I do feel like that there's something here that this person's like waiting to the last minute to kind of spur this information here out on someone, or it's just kind of leaving something out in the cold. They could be waiting till the last minute to tell someone something because they don't want to throw them off emotionally for too long. Could be this child that's here. I wouldn't say I don't know if that's the best way to do that, but you may want to talk to your person about that. But that's something that I'm seeing. Okay, let's keep going. I know that's not going to resonate for everybody's story, but it is something that I'm seeing here. But this person could be also kind of keeping this from you, keeping this idea of moving towards you in some kind of way from you. I probably just run that. But they could be like having this idea here come together that they're kind of wanting to spur on you. So why is the Three of Cups in the reverse? You have the Seven of Wands here in reverse. So yeah. There could be people around this person. This could also be an issue that are trying to talk this person out of this. It's like they're trying to talk this person out of this, and they don't want to have to fight with anybody about it. Maybe that's why they're keeping to themselves here and not saying anything to anyone until the last second or the last minute. Let me see what the Hanged Man here in reverse is. There's the Ten of Wands. There's that burden where I was picking up on here. Man, he's a heavy burden too. He's even blinded. He can't even see where he's going. Yeah, this is something that this person, I think that they may go into like this introspection mode, too much so. And then they may realize that I'm just going to have to do this blindedly. I'm just going to have to just move towards it because they don't want to lose you. This is someone that could overthink a lot. You know, this worry energy that's here. They could be a worrier. They could overthink about everything. And they know this about themselves, and so they may just feel like the responsibility is so heavy that if they set for too long, they just won't do it, and so they just need to go for it and do it and take it on. Tell me about this Hermit here in reverse, and I'll go through the signs here in just 1 second. Why is the Hermit in reverse? You have the Hierophant in reverse. So this is something outside of this person's comfort zone. I feel like something that's very different and way outside of what they had really envisioned or planned for themselves. It's really kind of strange the way I'm picking up on this energy. You have that four swords underneath the bottom of the deck with the 5 of Wands underneath that in reverse. So this is something this person's been contemplating here for a while. They've been sitting on this information for a while. This is going to come to you kind of abruptly. For some of you, yeah, for some of you, this person, I feel like, is trying to keep this a kind of a secret in a way. They could be trying to keep this a secret from someone else, not wanting to fight that battle until it's like the decision's already been made. You know what I mean? I think that they definitely want to take this direction towards you, but this relationship for some of you may also be somewhat different from what they're used to as well. But they want to step outside of their comfort zone here. They want to try something that's different, whether that's a move, whether that's just the relationship itself is somewhat different from what they've been used to in the past. Whatever that is. I'm actually going to go ahead and read this because I'm already kind of seeping into if this was actually a split up and you're having to move away from this person in that whole scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and read it like that. I may pull some more cards though. So I'm going to go ahead and go into that energy and get off of this other one. So if you are not connected with this person and this is someone that you're trying to release yourself from, I definitely see you moving on past this opportunity. You're taking this on as a lost opportunity and you're moving on past that. Even though that this ending here for you has been, very, very difficult. You do feel like there's some serious heartbreak and the truth of a situation as well. I think that you may be looking at this as this person just does not love you, does not see you in that way romantically, and it just was not what you thought it was. And so you're having to kind of take it and take that truth that you have and move to a calmer place. You may feel like this person has someone else, or you may just feel like there's a lot of things that have gone unsaid between you and this person. There could be someone else and as an influence here in this connection in some way, but there may just be no communication. And it's like you need to move away from this because this has been something that has not been hurting you, or has been hurting you and only hurting you, not been benefiting you in any kind of way. And it's time for you to let this go. Definitely giving up on even the friendship that you had with this person or the reunion that you were anticipating or wanting with this person is something that I feel like you're going to be giving up on. You don't want to fight for this anymore. I think that you would, but I feel like you feel as if there's no point in trying to fight for this anymore because it's very one-sided. You feel like it's very one-sided. I think that you feel like this other person is never going to be able to see your point of view, your perspective of how things could work out. They may look at this relationship, or they may see you as some sort of just a burden, or something that's too much. The relationship maybe is just too much for them. They don't want to take on something that may be this difficult to maintain or keep together in some kind of way, especially if there's a lot of outside influences involved in this. You may feel like this person, again, is just not very open-minded. They don't want to go within and really look at themselves, really work on themselves, or do that inner work, especially when it comes to their own self-worth or value. And they're just not going to be able to learn that lesson or see that. And this is something that you've sat and you've thought about this for a long period of time, and you know that for your own benefit, for yourself, you need to make a different choice here and move forward, because there will not be any kind of commitment here with this person. Even though you're very disappointed in this, because you do have a lot of love here for this person. You're always going to hold on to these memories that you have with this person, but you know that it's time for you to You know, you've kind of outgrown that and you need to keep moving forward for yourself. Oof. That energy there is kind of heavy because it's heavy energy of acceptance. And there's loss, you know. You have to accept a loss. I will agree that this connection could have been something if this person was in a different energy. You know, if we saw that six of wands upright, then of course this would come together. This would come together great. You know, this would be worth fighting for. But this person's not in a place to where they're ready to step into the Seven of Wands, right? You know, they're still back there at that Five of Wands, still in that competition, you know, with themselves. So it's almost like they see you as competition as well. They see you because they put you on that pedestal. So you're so much higher above them. It's like they feel like they have to get to your level in order to have some kind of connection here with you. So until they can see eye to eye or they can see you in the same vision, you know, on the same level in a way that you can build something together, they're not going to be able to come through here for this relationship. And you're well aware of that at this point. This is why you're in this level of acceptance. You know this intuitively, that you need to get yourself to this calmer place here. And it's funny because this High Priestess, she's holding that key up in the air. So it's like you have this inner knowing that this is time for you to cut this kind of loose out of your life. Okay, so I'm going to go through some signs here for both scenarios. I have Libra, Pisces, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, and Taurus energy here. I'm so sorry about my dogs, guys. I don't know what is going on out there. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm actually going to clear the energy real quick. My dogs they just went freaking crazy out there. I don't know what in the crap is going on. There's some really crazy, wild stuff going on. I don't know, y'all's reading is just different. Okay. Goodness. Okay. So let's get some message cards. And this whole reading was kind of different the way that these two energies came out. So we're going to do half and half here. So y'all have a pretty big spread. I just knew I was going to have to get another spread out for the second version, but after we went through the second scenario, I can read these both. Okay. Hold on now. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so version 1, scenario 1, if you're in a relationship with this person, what would this person say to you? If you're in a relationship, patience. Have patience with this person. Everything will unfold in divine timing. If you're in a relationship, I have trouble with intimacy. If you're in a relationship, this person may have struggle with being able to tell you all their fears here or their worries about all this. They don't want to put anything more on you than needs to be. They want to make you seem or feel like they have everything in control. I trusted you. So be very careful about this secretive kind of energy that's here. There's definitely this sense of this person kind of in this place to where they're trying to keep things to themselves, right? Tell me some more here about if they're with this person, if they're currently with this person. I Can't stop thinking about you. Will you ever make things right? Yeah. I think this person's in this place to where they want to make things right here for you. And I think whatever situation, scenario that you're in currently with this person, they don't feel like it does you justice to be in this. It's like this would be someone that wants to make an honest, wants to make this an honest connection, if that makes sense. Let's have one more. One more for the one that if they're with someone. I feel you leaving me behind. This is right on top of this secret energy with this Queen of Swords in reverse. And it could be that this brings on that person, that other person, that they're having a hard time kind of pulling themselves away from, especially if there's another parent that's here, with leaving things, or even if it's just not another parent, but just leaving, even it could be a parent, it could be anything else that they're emotionally attached to, and they're having to leave something behind. This could even be their home that they've lived in forever, or their neighborhood that they've been in forever. It's just whatever this is, having to leave that behind would be something that, they have to really trust the situation and trust you and trust that things are going to be good and go good. But they also have this responsibility and this hurry that's on their back because they don't want to lose you either. So they don't want to bring all this to you because they don't want to freak you out, but they are trying to make things right here between the two of you. Okay. So let's see about what the person that you are, if you are in disconnect. And for some of you, this could both these energies could work. Or both these scenarios could could work for you. If this is a past person and a new person. So tell me about the ones that are in disconnect with their person for pile 2. What would that person say? I'm so attracted to you. What would that? We have I want to feel that way again. Yeah. There's an attraction and a draw towards you that's undeniable for this person. This person for pile 2 that they're not in contact with. Hide my feelings. Yeah, that could tie on to the new person as well, as something we mentioned. If this is someone new, this is someone that wants you to feel like that they have everything together, right? They want to feel in control, seem like they're in control in their lives, and that you're getting what you see, and that may be somewhat not fully realistic, but you could be still in the newer stages of this relationship. This is someone that doesn't want you to see, if they don't have everything quite together. They don't want you to see that. They don't want to scare you off. What is, but it's just not realistic, right? To not have some things that are not perfect, I think you can kind of pick up on that, tie into that. So tell me about with this person that they're not in communication with. What would that person say to pile 2? Okay, I'll take those. We don't share the same vision and values. And that could have been, that came out in pile 1 too. That could have been a whole part of this. What we talked about that already with that being here. I know I messed up everything. So many things remind me of you and I couldn't tell you face to face. Yeah. This is someone that could have just went completely cold on you. We saw that there. That Queen of Swords in reverse is a cutthroat energy. With that High Priestess being there. Just went totally silent on you and just moved away without even explaining anything. It's definitely something that's here. So let's get some eyes in to see what the future of this is here. I will do the split as well. We're going to stick to, if you're with this person on this side, what's the future energies? If you're currently with this person, pile 2, what is the future energies for you and this person? If you're currently with this person. Okay. So we have safe. It has to be safe for you to love at the bottom of the deck. And then you have cutting, which we talked about, transformation and making the effort. Yeah. This person is going to put in this effort here to release themselves, cut themselves free, you know, of attachments and things that they have, so that they can make an effort to transform this connection, to bring things together with you. This is someone that wants to bring the two of you together. There's an energy here of everything aligning and coming together. You know, if you have families, those families coming together. If this has to do with, you know, being married, coming to married, having that solid commitment, everything moving in together, something is going to be completely transforming in this connection. This is what your person's wanting. And they're going to be cutting out a lot of, you know, things in their lives in order to make this transformation happen, in order to make it in, you know, a safe, healthy relationship, not being any obstacles in between the two of you. And great love is worth putting in the time and effort. This is what your person's wanting. So for those of you that this is a split, for them that are disconnected with this person, what does the future hold? Happiness. Yeah. What does the future hold? This is where you're headed, right? This is what you're trying to head towards. There's a lot that just came out, but, you know, I'm just going to take them because they came out. But you have new love at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, and take charge, and this right here is important. This bottom is important. New love, assert yourself and take charge of your destiny, and hope is here. So definitely, for those of you where you are in disconnect, there's a sense of hope that, you know, you may have new love around the corner, and this could be this new opportunity opening up for you here. We have isolation, spending time in isolation, releasing any regrets that you have, and trying to find your own happiness is something that's here very soon. And there's that key card, which you have the key. You have the key to your success. The answer is yes, if you had a question. It's also the Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups that's here. So definitely for those of you that are in a disconnect from this person, your person, there is going to be some, you know, you're wanting to spend some time working on yourself, finding your own happiness, because you don't want to have regrets here because you sat and waited for this person and waited for this person. It never did come together. You're taking this opportunity for yourself to find new love, and it's here. It's right here. If you're looking for it, it's right here on the table. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to read to y'all this card here, and as your advice, and then we're going to get some key cards and some initials to close. So number 44. Okay. So manifest your miracle. Dandelions, wishbones, four-leaf clovers, oh my. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. So I referenced Wizard of Oz here, and you know, she goes to the thing and she says, you know, she talks about, oh my, you know, all the creatures in the night, or the creatures in the forest, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, you know, and it says it here, oh my. How funny. Dandelions, wishbones, four-leaf clovers, oh my. Manifesting has always been a part of your life. Along the way, we can find these practices childish, naive, or taboo. But why? What changed your perspective about manifesting your miracles? This next bit is something that we believe so strongly in. We as humans are energy. We are giving off a specific frequency, and that is the hum that is manifesting and bringing to life what we radiate. So set your intention and truly believe that it is yours. It is coming to you. You deserve to live the life that you want. Take this card as a sign that you are worthy. Step into your power and manifest your miracle. If you are a visual person, then take time to create a visual board. The sky is the limit. So guys, that's what I mentioned in the beginning of the reading. And I also want to say real quick before we pull out some initials and key cards. Some of you, the way that I could have done this reading is actually a timeline altogether instead of being split scenarios. For some of you, you could have gone through this period of cutting this other past person out in a way, releasing yourself from the fears and the toxicities, or seeing this person as something that's not mature enough for this relationship, not capable of, you know, experiencing this relationship to its fullest in whatever way, or they don't feel worthy enough here. Releasing yourself from that, and then also in this process of being with someone new, but you've gone through this whole thing here already. This is like going through this whole thing already for some of you, where you've isolated yourself, you spent time on yourself to find your own happiness, to not have regrets here. And then sooner or later, this new love came to the surface. It's here for you. And this could be part of what you're experiencing now with this new person, and now coming together in a committed relationship. And for some of you, you could be in different timelines of this as well. So just wanted to mention that, how that all could go together. Okay. So we have what you resist, persist. I love that one. Look at that. It's the Three of Pentacles. Isn't that awesome? Now, come on, that's awesome. What's under that? What's under that commitment? And empower yourself. Okay. Okay, so really be sure if you're committing to someone, if the two of you are coming together, that you're on the same page. Make sure that you're aware of what's underneath the commitment for them and you. You're on the same terms about what it is that you want and what strings are being attached to each other here. That's very important. Make sure that you really stick to this manifestation energy, empower yourself and what it is that you really want. Okay, so we have the Cancer energy again. This came out in pile 1. So this is Cancer's, you know, that home energy, feeling at home with this person is something that's here. Being protective of this connection, being in that place of being able to be vulnerable is something that's here. So for those of you, this person is struggling. They feel a lot of responsibility. It might be worth kind of reaching out and just communicating some things in a compassionate, empathetic kind of way towards this person so that they're aware that you're aware and that this is something that you're doing together. You have the closure pin. So definitely closing old cycles is something that's here. It's here for you and this new person, here for you and the past person. You have the thimble here, so it's a level of protection again that's coming to the surface, protecting this relationship, protecting yourself for some of you as well. And then you have this Knight of Swords here. So there's always things to learn. I don't know why that just came to mind, but there's always new things to learn about one another and about this person. And never deny yourself an opportunity to learn about this person. If this is this new person here, never deny yourself an opportunity to learn about how this person copes with life, especially these heavy life changes that you're going to be going through here. It's a learning process. So have patience with one another. This could also be, if this is a past person, you know, maybe possibly you, look at this, standing guard and protecting yourself and using your words as your defense in a way. But this person could also be someone that could be spying on you at this time, but I don't feel that as much so. I do feel like it could be that this was a learning process for you. Take the things that you did learn from this experience with you moving forward to help better yourself. We have the strawberry, so it always reminds me of like sweet opportunities or sweet things to come. So enjoy those when they do come. Really savor them in the moment. You have a K here. Oh, you also have the number 6, which is healing in the Lovers and Tarot, but it could be that equal balance. It could also be a number 9, so things coming to fruition for both of you. Definitely for you that are, if this is, you know, your own energy here, things coming into fruition for you with this new love around the corner. So you have P, B, peanut butter may be significant for somebody. We have T, T, and J. You also have 2 A's here. So pat, bat, shadow work, tat. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna hold this up so y'all can take a look. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this resonates for you guys. I hope it makes sense. I know there was a lot of complication with the 2 different kinds of scenarios that came out. So y'all let me know if that made sense and all that good stuff. And thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all y'all's love and all y'all's support. And, of course, all your kindness. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Naked Heart Tarot and this dagger. So there's 10 S's on here. I don't know if the letter S may be significant for someone. But there's 5 on each side. And this is the dagger. So the 10 of Swords comes to mind. The top of this also looks like a skull head for me for some reason. So death is significant here in tarot with the skull. So an ending, possibly an ending or a shedding of the old, kind of letting go of some things. That's Scorpio energy. Could be about transforming some things, transforming your emotional self, an ending that transformed you emotionally to some extent. So, you know, Scorpio's that intensity. So some sort of intensity, an ending that came to an intensity to an ending in some kind of way is something that's here. Also, before we get started, I have to say it took me a long time to get my setup the way that I needed it. I don't know what was going on. It was just not coming together right. My camera and everything kind of got messed up. And so I don't know if you're struggling right now or having a hard time getting something to work for you. You feel like you can't get it just right or it's not going your way. But that might be a significant clue that this could definitely be your pile. But what we're going to do first is we're going to grab some of these. These are the 88 gemstone tarot. And I'm going to get one of these for your person's energy and one of these for your energy. Now, hold on just a minute. Let's see what this is. The Queen of Pentacles, which is already seen, and the Fool in reverse. Somebody that could want to take a risk or is sitting in a place of limbo of taking a risk or taking an opportunity towards someone. Now we have the Queen of Wands here as well with the Lovers. 2 Queens out. Look at the way this Queen of Wands is looking at these lovers. There could have been some sort of betrayal in this connection, just in some way, shape, or form. That being that 10 of Swords that reminds me of. Now you have the Hierophant that's out here. This could be some kind of an authority figure in your life with this Queen of Wands. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. You also have Taurus there and Gemini with the Lovers. You also have that Queen of Pentacles, which is Taurus for me as well. Capricorn for some. Devil's here. So releasing some toxicities or releasing yourself from that authority figure in some kind of way. Capricorn energy. So what kind of energy are you in towards your person currently? What kind of energy are you in towards your person currently? So you have the 8 of Wands in reverse and the 6 of Wands in reverse. So you may be wanting to communicate with this person, wanting to move forward with this person, but you're at this standstill or at this pause. You may be frustrated with how the things have been going or how things have gone in this connection to some extent. Yeah, you could be frustrated with the lack of recognition to some extent in this connection, whatever that means for you, whether this person's not recognizing certain things or you're having a hard time just kind of triumphing here the way that you're wanting to. I kind of talked about that in the beginning. You know, I had a hard time trying to get things to go, to work together with my setup. You may feel like you get kind of trapped in your head a lot when it comes to coming up with some kind of idea. Like you have a hard time structuring an idea. You get kind of in your head about it, and then you may second guess yourself. Maybe because you don't know if you'll be successful or not here. Can you tell me about Pile 3's person's energy? What's Pile 3's person's energy currently? What's Pile 3's person's? Well, I'm not taking all that. They got a lot going on over there. What's Pile 3's person's energy? So they have the Five of Swords, Five of Wands in reverse. So this person's someone that's trying to, you know, I feel like there's possible differences the way that you're seeing things. Picked up on that here with you. So with this being the Five of Wands is coming out with your person, I feel like that's something that's really significant here. It could have been the cause of that ending that we saw. But we're going to get a connecting energy as well. I'm going to grab one more for you since your person has one. Or since you have two. Grab one more for, well, these roles could always be switched since I just had that mix up. But you could also be marrying each other as well. Can I have one more for Pile 3's person, please? Can I have one more for Pile 3's person, please? There's the Queen of Cups. That's Cancer energy. You see how that Queen of Cups is looking directly at this Five of Wands. Now at the bottom of the deck, you have Justice here. So there's definitely a sense of karma that's been playing out here in your connection. Also, there's this Page of Pentacles. With that Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that's a pause, that's a stop, that's a wait, that's a waiting period. Someone could be your person, or you, or both of you, could be anticipating or expecting some sort of new start or some sort of an apology between the two of you, since we see this conflict kind of here. The Eight of Wands in reverse is a card of being frustrated about communications, frustrated about forward movement. The number 8 itself is about taking action. 6 is about healing and wanting to have things come into peace, right? Have things come into an alignment together. And then you see this Justice here that's at your bottom of the bottom of the deck energy. So now the Ten of Wands wants to see itself. So this could have been somewhat of a burden in this connection between the two of you. You know, Justice is playing out on both parts. So there's some sort of idea of balance, commitment, taking on responsibilities. With this being the Ten of Wands, taking on responsibilities for each of your actions or your part that you played in this connection could be part of that as well. I do feel like Justice is coming in. You know, Justice is here to serve. Balance. So that's definitely something that could be in the near future here of this connection. You have this Cancer energy, your Queen of Cups for your person. The Queen of Cups is this person, your person, if this is your side, your person's side here, there is definitely a lot of emotions that are here with this Queen of Cups energy. There's a lot of love that's here. There's a lot of understanding that goes into this with being the Five of Wands in reverse. This person could find a sense of, there could have been some sort of jealousy or some sort of, how do I say this? There could have been some kind of competition in this connection to some extent. I don't think it's between the both of you. I think there's some kind of outside influence here of some sort on your person's side that maybe that they were picking up on or that they felt in this connection. It's almost like your person's kind of laying down there. Yeah. It's like your person has got to this point to where they're laying down their wand. You know, they don't want to fight anymore. You know, the Five of Wands in reverse is a card of laying down your wand and reconciling your differences and possibly even going your separate ways, you know, recognizing that the two of you should see things differently or want different things. It's almost kind of an energy of giving up, giving in. But there's definitely still these emotions that are here for you that your person has with this Queen of Cups energy. Being open, being receptive is something that's here. This person could be very open and receptive to healing, to making amends. But your energy here, there's definitely some frustration here with this communication. I think that there could have been some sort of, maybe a fall from grace here in some kind of way when it comes to communication. There could have been things that were said or done that you're trying to like find a sense of balance with or peace with, from whether that was from your person or things that you've said or done. There's a sense of not knowing what the right thing to do here would be. Yeah. It's like you really want balance. You really want healing. And I feel like you just don't know what the right thing to do would be. It's almost like maybe at times you maybe think about or want to kind of reach out to this person even, but you just don't know if you can be successful, if it will come together. And so there's some high level of frustration here. You may at times even feel impulsively, kind of like I was with this video before I started. I just finally threw my hands up and was like, it's just gonna have to work. I don't have a plan. It's just gonna have to work. I'm just gonna have to fix it later because I need to get going. You may feel a sense too of this possibly running out of time in some kind of way. There's a lot of fire here and pure water. Your person has water and fire. You have a lot of fire here. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. But it's in reverse, so it's like frustration, with yourself, with the situation, not knowing exactly what to do. If you could flip this around, it would be like, yes, I know I'm going to be successful here. I feel good about it. I feel like I can conquer this. I can do the right thing. I can move forward. And this could be communication coming in. In reverse, it's like you haven't quite figured out how to overcome this obstacle yet, how to overcome this hurdle that's here. So I'm going to get one of these. These are the Human Spirit Oracles. And we're going to pull one out for the connecting energy. And then at the end of your reading, I'll read what it says from the book with these, because that's going to be your advice, okay? Okay, so what's the connecting energy here for pile 3 for their connection? What's the connecting energy for this connection? So you have, baby, I'm a star. This is the number 9. I think the two of you have a very hard time being able to see each other's point of view or perspective. I'm feeling a very independent energy between the two of you. It's like two very independent people coming together. We have the road less traveled, number 10 at the bottom. Yeah. The two of you may have very different ways of communicating. Even your thought process may be very different. And it's like one of you it's like you're having, in order to find balance and peace and harmony, you have to be able to see the other person's perspective. And if you didn't care about each other, you wouldn't even try, but you want to, you're trying. I feel like the two of you are trying to see each other's, the way each other is seeing this connection and seeing whatever's transpired here in this connection. It's almost like, it's like you see, the way that the two of you see each other, you may see yourselves in each other a lot as well. But you may see each other in a very good way, maybe possibly for some of you a very spiritual way, like something to do with your eyes here as well. But it's like you see this person and like the goodness in this person, and this person can see the goodness in you. And I think that's what keeps you intrigued. That's what keeps you wanting to understand this person. So there's definitely an underlining of love that's here. Maybe hasn't quite fully reached its full potential. You know, the 9 is a hermit in tarot. So this connection is in this energy of, in this hermit stage of looking and seeing this introspection, you know, trying to take what you know now and go on this journey to figure things out, to figure out how you really feel. I think your person's kind of reached this point to where, you know, it's undeniably that they have these emotions here with this Queen of Cups energy. It's literally, I feel, you know, she's the Queen of the Cups, so she's the Queen of the emotions. And just kind of reconciling your differences here to find peace here out of love. But there's a sense of needing to understand each other and it being in somewhat intriguing to both of you because you see things in very different points of views or ways. And wanting to also look a certain way to one another is something else that's here. Each of you, you want the other person to see you. We have Judgment here with the Page of Swords. You want the other person to see you in a good way. You know, you want them to see the best in you. A Star is about destiny and fate, though. And I feel like the two of you may feel like that you're both fated in some way. This connection in some way could be both, it could seem very fated. The 10 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. One of you could be more impulsive than your person at times. Okay, let's just see what's going to happen here in this connection for pile 3. What will become of their connection for pile 3? You have the Lovers in reverse. What will become of their connection in pile 3? You have the 7 of Pentacles. What will become of their connection for pile 3? What will become of their... You have the 10 of Wands in reverse. What will become of their connection for pile 3? You have the Emperor energy. So you have Aries energy here in Gemini as well. What will become of... Oh, hold on. And you have the King of Swords. I'm going to move these over a little bit. So this 10 of Wands again is coming up. This 10 of Wands, wasn't that what we saw here at the, yeah, this 10 of Wands that was at the bottom of the deck there before that popped out. Now it's in reverse. So there is going to be a level of releasing a burden or releasing something that has created some sort of burden in this connection. At some point, you have the Devil here at the bottom of the deck. And I am going to get some clarifiers. So, but you have Libra here as well. I'm sorry, Aquarius energy. No, I forgot that. I do want to say that there's going to be a sense of someone taking control here and being assertive in this connection. It's going to be very, very significant with moving forward. Tell me about that. And I want to say it's the more masculine energy. Tell me about that. The Lovers here in reverse. The 3 of Pentacles. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. Or Seven of Pentacles upright, please. Sorry if you can hear my kids been there. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you go from the 7 to the 6. Tell me about the 10 of Wands here in reverse, please. There's the Queen of Cups again. So it's the second time out. Cancer energy. Tell me the Emperor. There's the Queen of Wands in reverse. So there's that third party kind of thing that's coming out again. So you're going to take over. There's going to be some kind of authority, some sort of an authority that you're going to take over when it comes to finding, or whoever this is that's in the masculine energy here. Because this is just the connection itself. But the masculine energy will be kind of stepping up. There could be a third party here that they're going to structure or straighten out in some sort of way. Someone that could be deceptive as well, with this being a fox. Some kind of taking control over this energy is something that's here. But also it's representing taking control of a lack of courage and finding your sense of leadership in this connection. Tell me about the King of Swords, please. The 10 of Pentacles. What an interesting reading. Give me one more here for, you're going to be working together with this person in some capacity. It's like you're working to, it's like the two of you are working to come back together in some kind of way to accomplish or reach a goal. There's going to be some significant changes that take place here too. It's right in the middle of your spread with that 10 of Wands and this being in the Heart of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Emotionally, there's going to be a radical change that takes place. The emotions that you feel in this connection or this person feels are going to take a significant change, like you're going to be able to release them in some sort of way. Super interesting though with this, the Lovers in reverse, the Three of Pentacles. Can you give me a card for that, please? Lovers in reverse, the Three of Pentacles. The Lovers in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. Can you give me a card for that, please? You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you have a King, a Queen, not seeing eye to eye, counterpart energy, because the Queen here, and I said that up here, not being able to see eye to eye with a choice in a relationship is something that you're going to work on, okay? With this being the Three of Pentacles. The two of you have a hard time seeing how the two of you can come together and work together, commit to something, have a solid commitment to one another. But this is something that I feel like is in over a period of time. You have the Seven of Pentacles, that's working this out, seeing an investment with one another, wanting to invest with one another, just straighten out and structure a sense of balance here. And I know this is a pentacle, but you have the fish here, which is emotions. And I said there's an underlining here of emotion. There's a lot of emotions under the surface. Give me one more for this 10 of Wands here. If there's been a lack of equal give and take, this is something that's you're going to work on this. Because the two of you are wanting to invest in this connection. And you want to have success in the future together in some way, shape, or form. I feel like for some of you, it's just going to be kind of different. Now, it doesn't go past me that you have these three queens that are out here. So could be more than the two of you here involved in this connection. If there's any kind of third party here, I do feel like it's something that someone's going to be taking control of, or possibly cutting out in some kind of way, but definitely taking control over. Somebody is stepping into their power. This masculine energy here will be stepping into their power. in order to gain this Ten of Pentacles, which is their structure, their stability, their all their pentacles, whatever they see as most valuable to them. You know, what they have, building their success. And they have a sense of thinking logically about that. You have the Four of Cups. Okay, thanks. And this is about choosing your own happiness here. What's most important to you. Not being stuck on the past, but moving towards the future. You know, getting out of your own head, getting out of your own way. Tell me about this. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Can you tell me some? This is Ten of Wands in reverse. With the Queen of Cups. Give me a card for that, please. The Six of Wands in reverse. We see that here. This is what's going to be changing. It's in the middle of your spread. So this connection in some way, and I don't know if you and this person work together. For some of you, that may be relevant. But some way in this connection, what's going to change is the lack of recognition, I feel like, in emotions that's here. That's for sure something that's going to change. Yeah, that's it. I mean, not being able to see success in this connection is something else that's going to change, because you see that here at the ending side of it. Give me a card for this Queen of Wands in the reverse with this Emperor energy. The Tower in reverse. This is change, but this is changing something or taking over something before it gets destroyed. So this Emperor energy, this masculine energy, will be taking control of a situation. I feel like with someone else here, having the strength and courage to take control of a situation, maybe an outside influence that's maybe possibly trying to destroy this connection in some kind of way, bringing some kind of awareness to things and keeping things intact, being able to keep things from being destroyed here. This is like waking up to someone else's... Give me another card for this. This is super interesting right here, guys. Give me another card for this. Take that one. Now you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So all the queens are out. Empress should be here any minute. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this could be someone here, whether it's just you or your person. Take it how it resonates. There's someone here that is holding back, that may not be, this could be someone that's selfish or jealous or insecure, or I'm not seeing good things here, because this is something that you're trying to put some kind of authority over to keep this other relationship that you have with this counterpart, you see, intact. So tell me, give me one more for that Emperor. Ace of Cups in reverse. This could be a past relationship here. This could be someone that's trying to prevent or keep this relationship from coming together. Yeah, this is something that this Emperor here is putting their foot on. This could be someone that's been in this Divine Masculine's life for a long period of time. The Queen of Pentacles is that, you know, the wife, the mother kind of energy, someone that's been there for a long period of time. That Pentacle is something that's structured here, right? Having some kind of sense of control over Pentacles is something else that here, sense of control over stability in some kind of way, trying to block this relationship here. If this has been someone that's been somewhat of a blockage in this connection, this is something that's going to change significantly here. Tell me why. Tell me how and why with this. It's coming in the way of this King of Swords and this Ten of Pentacles. So tell me how and why of this. Sure, I'll take them all. So we have the universe, that's the world. We have the strength, And we have the Hermit in reverse. Coming out of your shell, finding the strength to close a cycle out. Somebody, the Two of Wands, so making a plan here. Okay. Guys, this is big right here. This is really big right here. Somebody is taking control. This King of Swords is someone that takes responsibility for themselves and takes responsibility for their Ten of Pentacles. So what it is that they want, we saw that Four of Cups in reverse. What it is they want for themselves. This is someone that could be closing out a cycle in their life. This is significant changes. Time to close a cycle out. Time to move on. You have this strength that's on top of that. So, and coming out of your shell, coming out of this Hermit energy. Now remember, I said this was Hermit energy here as far as the current energy goes. Especially for over here on your side, if that's your side. So coming out of your shell and taking an opportunity, gathering your strength and courage to close a cycle out in your life, to keep something intact and go after your Ten of Pentacles here. So as far as right now, you and this person are not seeing eye to eye about how to move forward, how to be successful. This is something that I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I think it's something that you're going to have to build and work on, but it's going to come together gradually, especially with the equal give and take that's here. There's going to be healing that's a part of this on this side, coming together and healing, and then a significant change when it comes to the emotions in this connection, releasing those in a way, and creating some sense of blockage with someone else that's trying to block out this connection here. Making a plan, bottom of the deck energy, the Two of Wands, moving forward to get to a calmer place, moving away from what no longer serves you, moving away from the conflict here, and making a decision to do something. And there's that Temperance I was looking for earlier. That's what I picked up on your energy. Making a decision to get out of somewhere where you don't feel secure or stable. This Five of Pentacles, coming together to find balance and peace and healing and harmony. And then you have this Empress here in reverse with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, this is leaving one relationship so that you can move towards someone else. Okay. Needing to find a way and kind of structure that. There's one more thing I want to see. This Six of Pentacles. Can you give me another card here? The Six of Pentacles, please. Okay. It's just threw it out. It's the Star, and now you have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Star energy is the whole point of this reading, because this is what we're seeing over here. A significant change, change in your life. This Star is a healing. It's a dream. We see that here. Baby, I'm a star. This is about you following your fate or destiny, and somehow or another seeing it with this person. This is definitely, for some of you, this is like a power couple kind of relationship that you see. Building something. But there's someone else here. I want to say this, obviously this is someone else, and this is your person, because your person already came up as this Queen of Cups. So here it is again in the middle. Bringing a relationship together and creating some sense of fairness here is something that's here. And getting away from the, it's like you're two of you see these fish here. Okay, here we go. This is what I want to point out. This is basically the biggest, most significant parts that's going to radically change this relationship. This is the willingness to work together, because both of you want to have some sort of long-term success here, okay? Especially when it comes to some sort of dream, wish that you have. The two of you may have a similar kind of goal, wish, or dream in mind when it comes to each other in this connection. And needing to find an equal give and take and balance balancing this out is going to take some time here. You know, circling around, trying to figure out how the two of you can bring this star together, how you can make this dream a reality in some kind of way. Wanting to invest, wanting to work on this. And then you see the significant change that's here. And remember, we're looking at future energies. So it's like bam, 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 bam. But the masculine energy is the one that I'm seeing, the one that's really kind of stepping up and creating some sort of barrier blockage when it comes to someone else trying to cause a tower moment in this connection, trying to cause a blockage when it comes to this relationship here. Now you have this Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Magician, and that Judgment in reverse with that Four of Swords. So sitting and contemplating and thinking about how you have participated in this connection. This person I said is doing that same thing. See how this Queen of Cups is looking directly at this? You know, seeing the differences here, kind of understanding each other in a different kind of way, wanting to manifest a good outcome here. This Page of Cups. This is an opportunity, a offer of, you know, apology, an offer of coming back together, a small emotional offer, which will bring you into this whole idea of things. Now, this connection starting is not going to be just starting in a boom, you know, coming back together in that kind of way. The two of you, there's a willingness to commit to seeing each other's point of view, to opening up to that. Possibly of why there's been a miscommunication or an ending, or remember we talked about this at the beginning, an abrupt or cold ending that has transpired. Why that has transpired. Okay. With that Queen of, look, I scared myself that day, and patience. And we said that about your energy being frustrated, running out of patience. So let's see what this person would say to you. What would Pile 3's person say to them if they could say anything? I can't reach out. Well, hold on now. They just got a lot to say. I can't reach out. So they could be just thinking about this, but not wanting to be the ones to reach out, or feeling like they're receptive to things, but they can't be the giver. The Queen of Cups is the listener, not the talker. Does that make sense? I couldn't tell you face to face. I want to feel that way again, and so many things remind me of you. Let's get some more. What else would this person say to Pile 3? We have wait. The timing is not quite right with this I can't reach out. So maybe there's a certain kind of time that this person's, or you here, you know, we talked about that in the beginning with me not having a hard time setting up. There's a particular time that you're wanting to reach out or trying to wait for a certain kind of time could be there. What else would this person say to Pile 3? I left when I saw you with someone. I told you there's somebody else here that this person, I picked up on that here too with competition. They could feel like you have someone else. This person could feel like you already have someone else. And you just, maybe you couldn't tell them face to face, you know? So maybe you just kind of cut them off in some kind of way. You didn't see a relationship building with them. You didn't choose this person. I wish I could take back my words. This is what I was talking about that frustration that's there. Anything else? What would this person say? This person's in that same energy because there was some conflict that came up. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So many things remind me of you. And let's get 2 more. Why not? We have some space. Thanks. Exactly 2 came out. I remember every detail of that day. This is the second time a day card has came out. So, and I'm different now is underneath that. So whatever energy you've left this person with is not the same energy that they're in now, obviously. But this, I remember every detail of the day. There's maybe a particular day that's this person has that they reminisce or think about. I would do it all again. Finding out the truth crushed me. I think that this person really feels, and you could have just chose someone else, and you just they feel like you just couldn't tell them to face because that would just, that would have crushed them. Didn't I see that? Yeah, finding out the truth crushed me. What is this about? I want to know. What is this finding out the truth crushed me? Now we have the Four of Pentacles, wanting to hold on to each other. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh, sorry about my dogs, guys. They've been horrible today, barking at every single thing. It's been awful. This Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh my gosh, guys, this is hard. This is rough. You could have told this person that you don't see yourself with them, or that there's something to do with you not being satisfied with them in some kind of way, or you being bored with them or over them, or the Nine of Cups in, well, the King of Pentacles in reverse is someone that's, looking at something like they don't want to commit to it, or it may not have everything it is that they need. They don't have, it's like basically like you told this person that they don't have everything that you need, and that you don't have everything that you want in someone. They're not a wish fulfillment for you in some kind of way. Long term, right? Pentacles here, King of Pentacles is a long-term partner. You could have even told this person that this was just like something that was like a fantasy or something that was quick with this Nine of Cups, because this Nine of Cups is someone that has something pleasurable wise, but then they get kind of bored of it, and it kind of in reverse. It's like they're not satisfied with it anymore. This could have been like what this person felt. Oof, man, that one hurts too. I'm gonna pull some of these for y'all. What else can you tell me about pile 3's connection? Whoa. Success. So this is what I was talking about both of y'all wanting this in this connection. We have Spy, the number 15, and which is the Devil in tarot, by the way, and a new opportunity. You also have that interference here. An external party is intruding here. This could be that spy energy, someone spying on you. Maybe you had someone that was spying on you or spying on this connection in some kind of way. You also have I love you here at the bottom of the deck. There's those underlining feelings there that I was saying. Okay, so we're gonna get some eyes in to take a deeper look at the future energies. Okay. Future energies for pile 3. That flew out weird. Well, that's there. What's the sexual union? A strong past connection. Future energies for pile 3. A letter. So communication. Opening up for communication. Future energies for pile 3. It's weird. It started to come out, but then it just flipped right back in, and I didn't get a chance to get a good look at it either. Healing. Yeah, that's definitely something that's here, regardless of these other cards. There could be an opportunity, though, for this union between the two of you. Bottom of the deck, you have deception, and patience is underneath that. See, this is what I was talking about. There's this deception, this spy with the devil that's here. There's this interference that's here as well. You also have self-limiting beliefs that's under that. So that could have been a part of it as well. Negative thoughts are creating that roadblock in your life. And I talked about this other person being somewhat of a roadblock. So you could have an external party, whether or not that's a romantic energy or not, could just be a friend that's, you know, dragging along some self-limiting beliefs, telling you this is something that it's not a possibility, it couldn't happen, something of this nature, could keep you stuck, creating some kind of negative thoughts in your mind, keeping you from being able to really move forward in this connection in the way that you've wanted. There's definitely a lot of passion here. I said that in the beginning. You have this water energy, so this person definitely with the emotions. You have all wands. It's just a lack of being able to commit or being able to be successful, being able to see that. That's the point in this connection. There's definitely been some interference here, but both of you being patient with one another is something that's really big. Being willing to accept delay, know that anything worth having takes time. And it could be that, you know, we saw that here with that Seven of Pentacles. Waiting for something to flourish is something that's here. Waiting to see how things kind of go or work out. This person still having these emotions here are still being committed emotionally in some sort of way. You know, definitely there's going to be healing here overall. Okay, I'm going to read what this card says for your advice, and then we're going to get some key cards and some initials to close. So number 9, it says, baby, I'm a star. Hold on, where are my sunglasses at? You are a star, baby, shine on, shine on. Sometimes when we are so full of inner light, we cannot see it for ourselves. We have a certain, oh gosh, I can't say that. Genia suave, that someone can see and feel. It is magnetic. So like I was talking about before, this person and you both see this in each other, but you just can't, you have a hard time, or you can't see it within yourself as easily. A certain magic that attracts the right people and circumstances to you. The stars just seem to line for you, the dots connect, and when you put your mind to something, it just falls into place. So the two of you may really work together really well, as if you could just, you know, you may have a very good sense of this person fills in the gaps to what you can't see, and vice versa. If you could just figure out how to align that and work together, then you could create something great, you know. That's that power couple, that energy I was talking about. When you have a star power, it is important to share it. Sharing your light, your shine, and gifts with others allows us to all grow and evolve along with you. When one of us shines, we all shine. But you are the lead role. So step into the spotlight and take a bow. Because today, you are all that, boo. That's a wrap. Get this baby a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. That last part was hard to read. This book is very different. It's very different. It does cuss a lot in this book, I've come to realize, and all kinds of stuff. So, but this last part though, where it says you're in the lead role, if you are the masculine energy here, okay? If you are the divine masculine energy, you are in that lead role. You are the one that is meant to structure, stand up, be at the authority of laying out. It's almost like the feminine energy would be the one that can tell you how things are going to work, how to kind of put things in line, how to understand how everything's going to come together. And then the masculine energy is the one that actually paves the road in that way. I mean, I don't know how else to kind of describe that. That's just this feeling that I'm feeling. So being able to come together and work together and create something here, I see that. You have this 10 of Pentacles. Coming together and creating something great here that would last long term. You know, being successful, you see that here. New opportunity and success. You have all this star energy. But these are things that you've had to come together and heal and work out and understand. And this has been coming through a lot in my readings, and I just feel like as a collective is trusting each other is a part of that. Learning to trust one another. And, you know, you'll learn to trust each other when you go through difficult situations and you come back together and you can heal, like healing. That's how you learn to trust one another. How you mend, it shows you if a relationship is worth it or not. How you mend the relationship, how you do come back together. That can show you everything. Belong, so you may feel like you just belong with this person. And growth, it could be that you and this person grow well together. We have surrender here, so surrendering over. Allow, surrender and allow. Be firmer, that's that more divine masculine energy that's there. And you don't have to, genders don't matter. It's what you feel like you're in. If you're in that divine masculine energy, we have talked to someone. So maybe it's talking to this person, or maybe there's this other person here that you need to talk to. This outside interference that could be here. Maybe it's what you need to be firmer with, as whoever that is that's creating that roadblock here. Okay. This one was kind of different than the other ones, I feel like. They're all different. All these piles were very different from each other. Look at that. You have a 5 in the bowl. So there's that change, that significant change that's going to take place. Yeah. You have the web. So again, interference here. Someone getting caught in someone's web, having a hard time getting out of it. And that's that frustration. That could be part of that as well. Wanting to protect the connection here with the thimble. Wanting to protect yourself as well. You have this measuring tape. So it's like maybe there's a far distance between the two of you at this time. Or this could just be about you can't measure this person's love that they have here for you, or something to this nature, or something's just taking some time, or being patient is something else that's coming into this. We have the frog, so taking a leap. We have the X, so being at a crossroads, making a decision. We have the little Knight of Swords here. So that's taking fast action, communication as well. Of closing a cycle, that's that 10 of Wands in reverse. We have a J, we have a U, an N, another U, union comes to mind. We have A, and you have union here as well, and another J. And that's all the letters that you have. June might be significant, even though we don't have any what else? Or January. Something could have happened in January. I'm gonna get some more initials. I haven't been pulling very many initials lately because I guess just because I have so much other stuff in the bowl. There's 5-5 on the clock here, so that's 5-5-5. Oh, look at there's another 5 I pulled. How cool! So that's a tower moment, by the way, but it's also 10 together. So again, completing a cycle. Now you have a shell. That Cancer energy is coming out, but coming out of your shell could be part of this. You have a Y here now, and an I, and an E. There's your E. So there's June, which is, this is a timeless reading, but it's not too far from now. Something significant could happen around June, possibly June the 5th, or between May and June. June the 5th may be significant. Or June the 10th. What else? We have, yeah, I don't know. That's it. I don't know what else. Okay, guys, I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see it. New York's here. Maybe significant for somebody. Okay. So that's all I have for you guys. So thanks, guys, for being here. I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. Y'all let me know. And this one was different. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness, of course. And I hope to see you guys soon. Oh, also May the 5th may be significant as well. Yeah, which isn't too far from when I'm filming this, but okay. Now I'm gonna leave here. So thanks, guys, and I hope to see you soon.